Hi, Queens, Kings, and Sexy Royals in Betweens. My name is Nix Marikuma, and I'm the owner of Marikuma Healing, where we heal our mind, body, soul, and heart. We talk about trauma and abuse, as well as much more. I am the creator and host of two TED Talks, Dark Minds and Butterflies, which we talk about any and all things, and Verar, which is short for vent and rhythm, rhythm and rhyme. We talk about our emotions and experiencing situations through art, music, poetry, and good old fashioned communication. We also do card readings. Instead of using tarot, because I don't have access to it, I use playing cards instead. To my surprise, I'm not the only one that does playing card readings. There are quite a few of us out there. Anywho, not only do I read cards, I read palms, mainly personality readings, and I offer counseling and advice. If you're interested in a counseling and advice session with yours truly, one, I'm not a certified counselor. I'm going to get my certification in the near future. Right now, I'm just working and doing my business and building it up. Okay. My business has been running for 3 years and I've counseled a lot of people since then. I have 30 minutes to an hour, $6 a week, $20 a month, or 120 for a whole year of counseling with me. If you feel comfortable with allowing me to be your therapist or counselor, I'd be really honored. Short card readings are $6, longer ones are 20. We have specials for $25. You can get a whole year. That means like if you guys follow me on YouTube or if you like YouTube and you're mainly on that, please follow me on Marikuma Healing, Marikuma Healing. And you'll be able to get like my 2026 year reading, which means I read what this year has in store for Aries all the way through Pisces as well as group elements, okay? And it's a really cool thing for you guys to try out and see. I also have all my TED Talks and different playlists and card readings and much, much more for you all to enjoy. We have 223 subscribers. Thank you guys very much. And over 1,200 videos for you guys to enjoy and learn. All right, we're going to be doing card readings. Now, I have kind of like pulled a lot of them ahead, and we're doing our air signs. I know that is fire, earth, air and water, but we're just kind of like mixing it up a bit. So, yeah, we're going to be doing our air signs, and it is going to be a very interesting reading for you guys. All right. So, let's get into it. Shit. Let me put you like that. There. Okay. So, my general readings are all about reading what's going on in the now, what's happening in recent, okay? Like your present time, your recent time, what's been going on in your life at this moment, all right? Again, since it's a general, it may not like resonate with all of you. Some of you it may, and some of you it may not. Okay, because again, it's not made for every single person that's an air sign or has them in their water. I'm sorry, their birth charts and things of that nature. I've been going on a roll, guys, so I apologize if I'm a little bit like, "Ugh." Bear with me. We'll get it done. Gemini, you're going through loss and despair. This is my grief card. Libra, you're going through discord, dishonor, and hollow victory. So when it comes to discord, it just means disrespect. I'm sorry, dishonor, disrespect, discord, dysfunctional energy, energy that makes no goddamn sense. It is cathartic, it's uncomfortable, it's draining, it's sticky, it's just kind of like, ugh. That's kind of energy. If you guys have been going through it, I apologize because I know that's kind of like sucky and shitty. And nobody deserves to have to go through that. Hollow victories. It's a victory that you don't have to deal with it anymore, but it's hollow because it's not something that you wanted to do. Some of you guys may have to make some tough choices, or you may be starting to see things for what they are and be like, okay, something has to change. Because you'll hear this as to why, because I already pulled out all your cards. I tried to do y'all's reading and I've had to kind of go through it a few times. So since I got like a lot of the cards pulled out, you're gonna understand why I say you guys want clear vision and you may be taking your time to see things a little bit more better than what's been going on now. Be ready to see some unpredicted things happen, okay? That's not to scare you, that's just to be like, okay, if you have to walk away from certain people, things, and situation, may it come from a clear vision May it come from clarity and what brings you guys peace. Okay? All right. Aquarius. Miscommunication, misunderstanding is what you're dealing with right now. Okay? So Gemini dealing with grief, Libra's dealing with having to either walk away or stick in it. Because some people can be disrespected and sometimes we just stay. Um, I feel like at some point in time, you guys are going to walk away and be like, you know what? I'm not dealing with this disrespect. I'm not dealing with this crazy fucking energy. I'm not dealing with anything that drains me. Okay, bye. Peace, love, and fucking deuces, bitches. Because in a way, I got time for that shit. And I agree. I'm at that point myself where I'm like, I don't care more. I got done doing a live. I was like, guys, when you get, I want you all to understand when you guys get to a point where you are tired, you've had enough, and you don't care anymore, a lot of things can get done. A lot of things can get done, don't you? Just saying. As a collective, right? As Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius for this reading, y'all's present situation has to do with unreliability and taking risks. Either you're dealing with unreliable people or you're dealing with impulsive people. Either you're being impulsive, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. I'm sorry, I want to call you, I want to call Aries Aquarius and Aquarius Aries, and I know that they're not the fucking same. One's for fire, one's for air. They sound completely different. But my mind is like, no, it starts with an A. That's it's fine. And I'm like, no, bitch, no, be organized. Ugh. Anywho, enough of my silly nonsense and jazz. But yeah, you guys are dealing with impulsiveness. Okay, whether it be an impulsive person or you're being impulsive, you're dealing with unreliable people who are not really there. You want to try something new and you don't care about the thing. Okay, I'm going to say this, be unreliable to unreliable people. If they choose to be unreliable and there isn't a real reason as to why they may be acting a certain way, we don't know what other people are going through. All right, I don't know what y'all are going through. You don't know what I'm going through. We're all going through different things. So, on the outside looking in, it could look very clear and very easy. But the inside looking out, it could be a different viewpoint and a different story. Do not be with people who are not reliable. If you cannot trust them, you cannot depend on them, you cannot have them as a support, and you're out here supporting them and lifting them up and whatting, and all of that. Okay, okay, fine. Um, be with people that got your back at the end of the day. Be with people that you can trust. Be with people that will put in the work and the effort to build a connection that's worth your time. Okay, so Gemini, if you had to deal with like a bad relationship or somebody that you wanted to work out and it didn't work out and whatever it may be, it's okay to walk away from things that don't make sense, babe. Libra, if somebody is being disrespectful and rude, they are, hopefully you're not hearing the he said, she said thing. If it's a he said, she said thing, go to both parties and talk about it because a lot of times when it comes to the he said, she said thing, and this goes for Gemini and Aquarius, you're only getting one side of the story, okay? It's better to get both sides because some people are out here trying to cause mess and they're like, oh, well, so and Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius are my best friend. They'll understand me. And they're causing unnecessary bullshit. Don't waste your time with the one-sided story. Cover all axes if you want clarity and peace. If you just automatically trust somebody and it's whatever, then cool. That's fine. Everybody got their own things, you know what I mean? I'm making sure. Because I have my friends sometimes message me on my phone and I'm using my computer right now. But yeah. So, don't know why I had to go over there and just see said he said thing, but I just felt like I had to say it. Anyways, this is all because of independence and self-reliance. So standing up for myself, mainly like this. I have confidence in my actions and in myself that I can do whatever I want. Okay. This is kind of weird that you're being impulsive, and this is tying into independence. Either you guys don't have any independence and you have to rely on somebody who's completely unreliable, impulsive, or it's just a little bit of something else, okay? This energy is because of communication, ethics, and introspection, which is what ties into your advice for this reading. We'll get into that in a minute. And will help you guys with self understanding, okay? This is like self reflection. I'm going to learn how to communicate. I'm going to tap into my ethics and character code and morals. I'm doing introspection. I'm looking within. I'm looking within myself. I'm seeing myself for who I am. And if there's something that is holding me back, why? If there's patterns that are repeating, why? Am I holding on to trauma and unhealed things? Why? Because for Aquarius, y'all had to do some major healing and some major self reflection. Again, this was my last general reading that I did on my TikTok live. So it'll probably come around somewhere whenever it gets there. But yeah, being organized, being smart about how you approach things, and being able to think outside the box will help. Make sure you communicate with yourself and understand yourself in a way that you get what is holding you back and why, and be able to work on it. Okay? Sometimes it's other people's faults, but it's not always other people's faults. Sometimes we contribute to things too. Okay? I've been through a lot of bad stuff, and I've learned as I got older that there's some things I contributed and there's some things I didn't contribute. But the things I did contribute to, I'm like, okay, well, I got to make sure that I do the work. I look within myself, I do the work, and I try my best to be better. At the end of the day, hard work and reliability will really help you guys. Make sure that it works for you, make sure that you can depend on it, and also be with people that are hardworking and reliable as well. So that way you're not dealing with impulsive people or you being impulsive or whatever it may be. It could be you, it could be them, it could be both. Some of you guys is other people. Some of y'all, it's yourselves. And the other part is like it's a little bit of both, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Independence and self reliance is cool. So why? Like I get that you have to be hardworking. So I guess being able to stand on your own and be confident in who you are without having to deal with messiness is probably the best way to go. All right. Next, we're talking about your future, all right? Which is wisdom, patience, and diplomacy. Remember, guys, wisdom comes with experience, not with age. I know plenty of older people who are not very wise. And I know a lot of younger people who are very wise. I also know it vice versa, yeah? There's some young people who are not wise because they haven't learned from their experience. They don't have experience yet. And some older people through experience gained wisdom. Okay, that's it. Age doesn't always equal wisdom and knowledge. Experience does. Y'all's experiences are different from mine, and mine experience is different from yours. Okay, that's all right. We all learn each and every day. Okay, now with patience, we're learning how to be patient with ourselves and patient with others. Diplomacy, or being diplomatic, if you want to be fancy about it, it's just a simple, fancy, smancy way of saying compromising. Compromising means that we're going to try each other's turns. So I'll do something you like, you do something that I like next time. We combine ideas and make something new. Or, excuse me, we agree to disagree. We'll be like, I don't feel like having to do that. I don't like coffee. I don't like tea. I don't know. Listen, choose your battles wisely. Sometimes you're going to win things and sometimes you are not. Okay? Don't try to go over there and be like, well, I have to make sure that I'm the very best in what. Listen, you not going to win all the battles. Come in there with that mindset. Some things are going to go your way. Some things are not going to go your way, and that is going to be fine. You having to do every little thing and just kind of be like, oh, well, it has to be my way or the highway. Good luck with that. You come tell me how that worked out for you, because eventually people will get tired of having to do everything you want to do or walk on eggshells to make you happy. That's where resentment comes from, which is a really big part of y'all's reading. Okay? We're coming to it. Again, I pulled out all the cards. Mentally, we are taking our time and finding our rhythm and beat. Emotionally, we're coming in with clarity. So while we're taking our time and really looking at things as they are, not what we want them to be, okay? Sometimes we want things to happen a certain way because that's how we want it. Do not see with dirty eyes. Do not see with your lenses full of dirt. Because when you see with dirty lenses, you see everything murky and ugly. Okay? Do not come in with pink lenses. Because the pink lenses make every warning flag and every red flag and every warning sign a regular, normal flag and sign. So you're not going to see the dangers of it because you're not seeing it with clear lenses. It's okay to take a step back and really look at things, really look at people, really look at actions and situations and things. This will help you guys greatly. Okay, mind you, there's some self reflection that needs to be in. Because again, self reflection is your advice. What in the fuck is self reflection? You're looking within yourself. When I started healing, that was about 7 or 8 years ago, it was really, really hard. And I wish I could be lying to you guys and be like, oh my God, guys, I just sat down and I went, and everything made sense. No, it was fucking horrible. I hated starting to heal. But I got to a point where I was like, okay, I am messing up my relationship with my family. My relationships with my partners are not good. I don't want to be this angry, pissed off person. I hate myself right now. And it got so bad where I just had to be like, okay, I had to heal. So that means I had to look at myself on the inside and I had to understand, why am I angry? Why am I not speaking my mind? Why am I having all these issues and things? And it came from being unhealed. I didn't sit down and really look at my trauma and my abuse and my shit. And so when I sat down with myself, and I mean really sat down with myself and looked at the person that I am, I did not like the person that I was. So I decided to go day by day and change. Understanding yourself is very important for you to be able to move on. When you avoid things and you don't deal with things and you're not dealing with certain stuff that is really bothering you, you're not nipping it in the bud. Like, here's the thing, there's some things I would love to talk to people about, but the time is not good, right? It's okay if you guys want to talk about it, but the time isn't great. Talk about when the time is ready. But if you know at the end of the day that you can't trust somebody, that there's a problem going here, maybe the person doesn't know there's a problem. Maybe you don't know that there's some things that the person feels about. But understanding yourself is a step to loving yourself, which is a step of being yourself. You have to love your goodness and your ugliness. And you got to understand, where is this ugliness coming from? Okay? Shadow work, self reflection, looking within ourselves is going to help us heal, help us feel lighter, and deal with a lot of shit that's been stopping us from getting all this blessing. Okay? You guys are going to definitely tap into your character code and your morals at the end of this. It's going to be some healing, it's going to be some revelations, it's going to be some things coming to the light. And it's going to be like, okay, I didn't know that this was that bad. What did this person contribute? What did I contribute? Because, like, here's the thing. Yes, I was traumatized and abused. That's not a secret. I don't give a care. It is what it is. I do videos about it. Okay, I do videos for that way if you guys are going through the same shit that I already went through. Y'all know that, one, you're not alone, and two, it's okay. It's gonna be okay, baby. I know that it doesn't feel like it is. I know that right now is really shitty and you're just fucking done with it, but you're gonna be okay. Trust, you'll be fine, babes. You'll be fine. Okay. Um, anyways, it's gonna be some things coming out, and some things are gonna be very interesting. I would say that when you guys are self-discovering and things are coming to the light, it's gonna be a lot to handle and maybe a lot to take in. But at the end of the day, at least you can be able to understand it and either move past it and let go or accept it and build up. Okay. If you cannot accept it, move past it, drop it, accept that it happened, learn to let go and move on with your life, or accept it and build up. Yes, this happened. How do we make it better? How do we work past this? There could be a lot of things coming out with that four of spades, the ace of spades, and y'all's advice being self-reflection, communicating, understanding your character codes, because you have morals and morals. Guys always getting the double cards, man. The double cards. And the other one, it was the double healing. And then this one is now character codes and self-reflection and understanding, which I'm fucking happy about. That's really cool. All right, you guys, energy wise, are taking out, like, okay, you're radiating great wealth and inheritance. So, abundance and prosperity is what you're giving out. Retirement is what you are receiving. We're achieving goals and we're rest from action. So, we're learning how to really make sure that our money is on points. Now, let's see about how you can get to that, all right? Oh, woo! Y'all gonna have to be honest. Just like fucking fire signs. I think that this card is gonna pop up in all of them because the last one was just like healing and stepping into your power. This one is now just like a rebelling and fighting for a cause. Y'all, in order for y'all to get this, okay? This great wealth and inheritance, this abundance and prosperity, be honest. Be honest in what you want, how you like it, and where you want to be. Be honest. Speak your piece. Dependability and practicality. So make sure that it works for you. It's dependable. It makes sense. Practical. Okay. We not about to do shit that don't make no goddamn sense. Okay. Take a step back, look at it for real and be like, okay, is this beneficial? Is this going to grow? Is this where I see myself? If the answer is all yes, go for it. If you know that it don't make no goddamn sense, do not press go. Do not click 500. Do not go and get that money. Okay. You have to be able to be honest with yourself and others. Make sure that's dependable and practical. And at the end of the day, come on, man. Give our air baby some good shit, please. Teamwork. All right. It's okay to have. Oh, now I understand why you got that goddamn nine of diamonds. You see how I always tell you guys you get them little double cards? Not devil cards, double. The two of something. Do not be so dependent on somebody you can't do things on your own. Don't be so independent you don't ask people for help. So I'm happy that you guys are able to stand on your own and do your own thing. Don't forget to always have a good team. Okay. Teamwork makes the dream work. So for you guys to be getting this great wealth and inheritance, be honest, make sure it's practical and dependable, and don't be afraid to get a good team to help you get to your dreams. Okay. Now, the retirement. Because I also want to know how you guys get this. So you guys are planning, preparing to retire. Okay. I pray that it's a good retirement, man. I pray that it's a good retirement. Make sure you guys communicate and you understand what you guys want. Again, I know this is miscommunication and misunderstanding. Miscommunication and misunderstanding is not going to help you plan. So when I say for you guys to communicate what you guys are working for and be able to have people that understand your vision and you understand them, and it's, communication's good, understanding is good, it's a vibe with the vibe and the tribe with the tribe kind of thing, great. If there is no communication and they're not understanding or you're not understanding them and nobody's saying anything, that planning and preparing is going to go straight down the drain, okay? Which is going to affect y'all's retirement. Y'all told me a few years back I'd be reading cards on YouTube. I wouldn't fucking believe it. That wisdom, patience, and diplomacy, babes, is gonna help you guys. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah. Use y'all's experience, which is your wisdom, your patience, okay? Make sure that you're able to keep on going, but be very patient with the process. And don't forget to, like, compromise. It will help you guys at the end of the day. No, that's pretty good. All right, you guys are for resentment. I really think if this is your greatest hope, y'all really want to let go of it. Because again, with resentment, like, okay, I'm going to say it. I'm the kind of reader, teacher, and healer and witch that's going to give it to you guys straight. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you guys when I'm doing these videos because that's not helping anybody. I don't always forgive people. Okay? When you have resentment, for you guys who don't know what it is, right? You don't understand what the hell is wrong with people having to have resentment. I want you guys to think of this shirt as barbed wires. Okay? This is your resentment. This is you. And you have this pain in there, right? And you're trying to get out. Okay? But you're holding on to it. You're holding on to this barbed wire. This is your resentment, by the way. And the more you try to pull out, the more it cuts and cuts into your skin. When you learn to let go, the scars can heal. This is no longer holding you back. Now, letting go does not mean forgiveness, okay? It means that I no longer allow this person to control me anymore. I do not allow the pain and the anger and the rage and the betrayal to control me anymore. Sorry, guys. Okay? Okay. When you learn to let go, you're not learning to forgive that person for their action. You're learning to move on with your life. Because a lot of times when you're angry with somebody, a lot of times they don't know that you're angry with them. They do not care that you're angry with them. And either it's too little too late to make amends, or nobody's fucking opened that door. They may not even apologize to you. And we're out here holding on, okay? Like my mom used to say this all the fucking time, and it still helps me when I'm an adult. Again, I'm 30 years old, right? Okay. You're out here boo boo crying while they're out here eating their bonbons and their tea. That means while they're enjoying their life, you're here holding on to what they did to you. Who is benefiting from that, man? Don't get me wrong. I fucking resent people. Okay? But I'm learning, like, just because I don't like you and just because I fucking hate you, I'm not giving you any more of my time. I'm learning to move on with my life. I'm learning to be done with people, situations, and things that don't see my points and don't understand. I'm done. I'm done trying to make everybody happy. I am done trying to entertain things that don't make sense. And I want you guys to be done. Let go of the anger. Let go of the rage. Learn how to let it pass. You do your thing and you don't give this person any time in day. Let them stay in their lane, block communications, do what you gotta do. Because at the end of the day, they are not out here stressing. They're doing their own thing and you deserve peace. Hold on, guys. It's getting, what time is it? Yeah, let me just post the thing real quick. Holy shit. Because I'll continue to go and it will be like fucking dark outside and whatever. Sorry that y'all's reading is a little bit on the longer side. My bad. Okay. Holy shit. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I had to close my window. Anywho, like I was saying, right? Um, it's okay to be angry, it's okay to be upset. If you've tried to talk it out with this person and it just didn't work, okay. If you haven't talked to them and they don't know that you're angry, then maybe talk about it if you can and nip it in the mud. Okay? Maybe the other person feels hurt too. And you guys talking about it, be able to let it go. Okay? Um, Another thing, do not hold on to anger and rage. You don't have to like them, that's fine. But holding on to that anger and rage is really going to get in the way of your blessings. So you guys really don't want to be angry and upset and pissed off anymore. Learn to walk on, all right? Now, why are we avoiding attraction? Recuperation and recovery. So we're taking our time with deep attraction, things that make us happy, things that we like to do, people. Mm. You guys want to make new connections with people who allow you to take charge of your life and try new things. At the same time, you're taking a moment. So we're afraid of deep attraction because we're taking our time with it. We're not rushing into new connections and relationships. But we want a relationship that allows us to be, taking charge of our lives, trying new things, doing stuff. Okay. Again, we're going to get into why are we having self reflection. We're putting time, energy, and effort into understanding ourselves and our character codes. This is endurance, diligence, and strength. Loss of opportunity. So we're letting go of things that are getting in our way, holding us back, no longer need with loss of opportunities. That doesn't mean you're losing everything. That just means we're not about to go over there and deal with this shit. At the end of the day, we're planning and preparing. So we're planning and preparing to make sure that we understand ourselves, communicate better, tap into our character codes, put our time, energy, and effort into letting go of things that are getting in our way, and just being able to move on forward. I'm really fucking happy. Um, I think that's great, air signs, that you're able to kind of learn how to just see things clearly, let go of the things that are holding you back, and move forward a lot better. At the end of the day, again, strong belief, defense, and conviction. Not everybody's going to see what you see and believe what you believe. Trust me, as much as I wish people would see my way, not everybody does, and that's okay. All right? Be true to be you. But make sure you leave room to being open minded. Some ways of our thinking hold us back. Okay? All right. All in all, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. As always, slay the day, be happy, and be gay. And I love you guys very much. Bye.